What's up, y'all? I hope y'all having a good one. Happy New Year's to y'all. It is the second day of the new year. Now I know there's a lot of people who consider the new year in spring, which that is the official new year, the real new year. But happy New Year's to y'all. I look at New Year's as a time to spend with family, kick it. If you have your day off, enjoy your day off. And I look at it as nothing more, nothing less, right? But I can say these past few months has been interesting, right? There's a few things that has happened. There has been the bad and there has also been the good. So let's start with the bad. The bad thing is my car has been acting funny. My car has been down for a little bit. It was overheating. We had a snowstorm here in the St. Louis area. As you know, I live in the greater St. Louis area. We had a snowstorm, and then my car went down during that snowstorm. Like, it started overheating. That's when my car started acting up. So we was able to get the overheating part fixed, but there are still some other issues. But luckily, I'm able to drive a backup vehicle right now. I did have to take the bus for about a week or two. And I can say this, prior to that, it's been a long time since I took the bus or the train or any public transportation. So it just took a while to get back used to it. But after doing it, I will say every once in a while, I will still ride the bus and the trains and public transportation. Just to, it was kind of cool, just seeing different things, seeing different people and stuff like that, right? It has its ups and downs, but it was pretty cool. It did take me longer to get back home, longer to get to work, stuff like that. I had to take Ubers as well. But I have a backup vehicle now, so that's all cool. We getting it figured out. But also, I have great news. As you know, I applied to the electrician union in this area. I was recently accepted. I did orientation, I would say about like a couple months back. And then December, around like December the 12th, I actually worked my first day and I started my first job in the electrician union as a electrician apprentice. So I'm going to say this, I'm going to stick with this until I top out as a JW. I'm going to finish this. I'm not gonna change my career until I'm done with this, because just looking at this job market, it's not really too many things better than this, right? As you know, I talked about this before. I worked many different jobs. I had multiple career changes. Prior to this, I was doing security. Prior to that, I was doing information technology, IT, and security at the same time. I worked a full-time job doing IT, and I also worked part-time doing security. But I was actually getting paid more in security. That's why I eventually just ended up quitting my IT job and then just doing security full time because what we was getting paid at the job I was working at doing IT, it just wasn't worth the headache in my personal opinion, right? At that point, I had already had some skin in the game. I had already had a couple years of experience. So I was kind of just like, it seems like nothing is coming better at this. It's not really room to move up in the company. So I kind of got burnt out. And as far as like jobs, I would be doing like interviews every week or so, and it was just like I really couldn't find anything better in the IT space, and that's a huge problem here in this area when it comes to IT. I feel like the market is somewhat oversaturated because you have a lot of people going for IT, and they're just paying these low wages now, and the low wages is just not worth the work that you're doing, right? At the company I was working for, I got a 50-cent raise within 2 years I've been there. So it just got to a point to where I'm just like, nah, this ain't it. But starting off as an apprentice in the union, we get a 5% raise every certain amount of hours. And for a lot of people, it may be a pay cut, starting in the union. But I can say this area is one of the best paying areas compared to a lot of unions as far as what they pay and the cost of living average. So I would say this is actually one of the best paying areas. Some people may take a pay cut, going to the electrician union, but I actually took like a $4 pay raise. So, and then, once the benefits and stuff kick in, it's gonna be a win-win situation for me. So I will say this, it has been a triumph year. 2025 has, but also I was able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and 2026 is the start of a new beginning. So for everybody out there, I'm gonna say keep on grinding, keep on trying to better yourself. If you're not where you at as far as the job market, give me 1 second. All right, y'all. I was finishing up that broccoli I was cooking. But yeah, if you're not where you at, where you want to be in the job market, continuously try to reskill. That's what you have to do in this economy. There has been a lot of layoffs, a lot of people losing their jobs. A lot of people can't find jobs for months and months at a time. And the thing is, it's hard out here. It really is. It really is. The job market is uncertain, so I was blessed to be able to get into something like this, and I'm gonna take full advantage of it. For the people that's out there looking for jobs, and maybe their career is not working out, I would say try to look into any of the trades, blue collar work. Now, and I'm gonna say this as well, just because one trade might not work for you, don't mean another trade won't work for you. You know, it may be one trade that fits you more. Like I said, I was in the Iron Workers Union for a while. I feel like that didn't really fit me that well. I feel like this will fit me more. I will continue to give you updates as far as me continuously progressing through the program, and I will continuously give you updates. But you know, just because one trade is not for you doesn't mean another one isn't for you, right? And right now, that's where it's at. The trades is where it's at. So if you can get into one and get steady work and get you some nice benefits, I would recommend going union. Trade school, I say if you, instead of trade school, I would recommend this, right? I would recommend you just take you a few classes to get you ahead of the curve, because you know, taking a few classes does help, you know, whether it's welding or certain shop classes or whatever the case may be. I wouldn't recommend going full out with trade school, just because I feel like you just joining an apprenticeship, actually getting the hands-on learning, and them paying for your school would be a lot better than you just paying thousands and thousands of dollars to a trade school, and you're not even guaranteed like a job or whatever. So that's what I think about that. But yeah, Happy New Year's to y'all. I'm blessed to make it to see 2026, and y'all stay blessed as well. Stay focused out there. Make this a better year than it was last year. Try to become a better you than you was the previous year. And that's all you can do. So y'all stay blessed. I'm about to hop up off of here. I know I haven't been on here in a while, but yeah, I'm gonna try to stay consistent with the posting. I just been pretty busy, so I haven't been posting that much. But yeah, y'all stay safe. Y'all be cool out there, and Happy New Year's.